Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me. Michael Anfield here, and this is my book, Creating a Beautiful World. And I also have a podcast that I do on occasion every, few weeks. I'm trying to start it up. And anyways, this is one of the chapters, Earning a Living. And I wanted to go a little bit into this as well because I think especially during this time of pandemic, it's hard for people to earn money. And a lot of people are taking their lives because they can't earn a living. So we have to realize that sharing veganism is really crucial if we want to live in a vegan world. And so, how can we earn money while promoting veganism? That's the question. And it really depends on, well, first we need to realize what is our strength, what is the thing that we really love to do, okay? If we don't have anything we really love to do, then we have to figure out what is it I I do well at. What can I do? Can I do photography? Can I do painting? Can I do some kind of business? Can I do like writing? What can you do? Okay, that's the first thing that we need to realize. And if we don't know, just ask yourself, what do you do? If you don't do anything, then I mean, it's like people do something. They have to do something, right? So we do something that we're good at, okay? And then we can make money from that while promoting veganism, okay? So, for example, we can photograph animals or photograph nature and somehow integrate veganism into that and then sell those photographs online. There's so many ways to sell it online. We can also create vegan clothing with vegan messages on them. There's like so many ways. Like if you use our intuition and ingenuity, we can, and while uh, promoting, like combining promoting veganism with our passion, there's like almost unlimited things that we can do to make money. The only problem is that most of these things require us to have knowledge in promotion, in marketing. So we have to be like a salesperson basically, and it's hard because I've tried 11 years and still it's not easy, to make ends meet, even though I'm a minimalist and I don't spend hardly anything. Like this week for groceries, I actually spent like 15 US dollars, and that was including the Uber that I took. So $15, imagine. And that was even too much actually for this week. Um, so that's the thing. We can ask for donations for our activism that we do. We can do YouTube channel. So unfortunately, YouTube channels, it's hard to start. So, it takes time until you start making revenue off YouTube. And even then, you have to get a lot of views. So that's the thing. Also, another thing that we can do that I've learned from Greg Braden, who is the author of Divine Matrix and others as well, is that we have to focus on having abundance in the now, in the present, and having abundance of money, abundance of everything, abundance of food, and not just thinking about having abundance in our minds and meditating and praying on that, but to actually feel it, to feel the emotions. So to feel and to have the emotions, feeling and emotions, coupled with those thoughts, because feeling and emotions from the heart is the most powerful thing that we can do to manifest it. So actually seeing and feeling that it's actually happening now. like we have the money in our hands. Like looking at this gentleman, for example, in the picture, having the money in his hands, feeling that money in the hands, feeling that we have abundance of money, abundance of food, abundance of water, electricity, all that kind of stuff. And once we start to minimize our spending, so we just get rid of things that we absolutely don't need. So that's that. So just getting rid of any bills, any services, any subscriptions, anything that we don't need, getting rid of it and living as minimally as we possibly can. Going to thrift shops or going online to Facebook Marketplace and getting used things that we really need. But otherwise, don't spend as and that way, when we're not spending, we're lowering our expenses. We don't have to earn as much, right? And also try to find a place where we can room with people. So having roommates, for example. And I mean, like right now, for example, unfortunately, I'm living with people that are not vegan. So most of the time, I'm not even downstairs. I'm just in my room or I'm outside somewhere. So that's the thing. Like, we need to realize that sometimes we need to save or we need to spend less. And if we have extra money, if we have the extra money to help individual vegan advocates, please do so. Like, for example, for myself, because I'm not earning too much through my books and through YouTube. So if you want, please do support me by buying my books. I earn like a few dollars from each book. Get my books. I really appreciate that. Also write an Amazon review of each book, because that really helps tremendously when people search to find my books, So that's really a good way. So please get my books. That's the number one thing that you can do. Number two is, right after that, is to write an Amazon review of each of the books that you read. And then if you also want to donate a little bit, even if it's $1 or $2 every month, I would really appreciate that. You can do so by going to my website, or down below you'll be able to click on the link directly. So I have a Patreon account, a new Patreon account, where you can donate monthly. Even a couple dollars would be really much appreciated. And I can continue doing these videos and continue not having to stress out about money all the time. And now I'm starting to focus on this positive prayer that I just mentioned before, to manifest abundance in the present time. And I'm learning to do that. So that's really about it for this video. If you really want to help me, please do so. And I would really appreciate it. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also to my email newsletter, because I send out a lot of free things and updates and so forth. And that's really about it. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.